Welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where it's time for a live stream here on the channel, back here in our studio.
I know, we're back.
I can't believe it. What an absolutely amazing adventure. I mean, we've got lots to talk about tonight, but of course, we're going to be answering lots of your questions, talking about the upcoming 2023 theme park season, and also talking a lot about our trip that we've just done as well.
Oh, honestly, we had such an amazing time.
We really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Brilliant.
Oh, it was such an amazing trip, and I was just being back here after heading out to Singapore, Australia, and Malaysia. But yeah, good evening, everyone. Let us know where you're watching from tonight in the video chat. Of course, we're going to be taking live questions tonight as well. We said we are going to do a Q&A. We've not kind of took the questions in advance, so you've got a good chance of having your question read out and answered tonight if you get them coming in. It's going to be a casual live stream. We're not announcing anything. You know, we're literally just going to chill out.
Answer your questions.
Yeah, have a bit of a chat with you all and just chill out, really. You know, talk about the upcoming theme park season. We've got the RV guy watching from Hertfordshire tonight. Callum's watching down in London tonight. Hi out there to you. We've got Matt down in Northampton who's watching. Jamie in Birmingham, big fan.
Regis.
Yeah, loads of people. Bognor, here we go. A bit of Butlins Bognor. That's what we like. How you all doing? Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, watching from Chorley, Duncan. We got ACS watching from Leek tonight. Laura from near Manchester. Hi out there to you.
Oh, so many.
Yeah, loads of people coming in and joining us tonight. But yeah, for anybody just coming in, welcome. Good evening. Welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. Happy Friday night. But yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a chat, casual chat, talk a bit about the trip, talk a bit about what's coming up this season, and answer your questions as well. And along with giving some shout outs. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Exactly.
But yeah, if you haven't already though, you've got to make sure you check out all the different vlogs from our big trip, because it's definitely our favourite trip that we've ever done this one.
We had such an amazing time. It was so good.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it? I mean, some of the highlights. We did a highlights video actually just a few days ago, so check that out too if you've not seen it. So many comments, actually hundreds of you watching. But yeah, like it was so amazing just to get out there and see something new, wasn't it?
It really was. It was just so refreshing seeing new stuff every day.
Oh yeah, we really enjoyed it. And obviously let us know your favourite vlog as well from the trip. Drop us a comment down below. Big shout out to Crispy2009, big fan of the channel.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks so much for watching as always. Really appreciate your support. Yeah, it was an epic trip. It really was, just doing something different. And obviously the playlist here on the channel has got all the different videos that we uploaded from that trip. So many different vlogs, so many memories, lots of on-ride POVs, and yeah, literally so much out there that we did on that trip.
It's so lovely to look back on it all now. We're back.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, and let us know your favourite vlog. Here we go. Wow, nearly 1,000 of you watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Australia Zoo. Yeah, so obviously that's over on the Sandbrook
so
Adventures.
good.
We love that, didn't we?
It was brilliant.
Yeah, Australia Zoo. Yeah, that's over on our other channel. So make sure you hit up the Sandbrook Adventures as well if you haven't already. Big shout out to Donna who's watching tonight. Donna and Olivia in Scotland joining us tonight. And also Dan, bring on Exodus, the world's tallest Mac.
Oh, we can't wait.
Oh, I mean, that's a big thing to talk about, isn't it, in this video as well. Yeah, it has been now confirmed, even though we all knew from seeing them plans that it was going to be a Mac Hyper. Then yeah, it is now official, it's confirmed. It is being built by Mac Rise. That's, of course, Project Exodus, coming to Thorpe Park next year, and construction is underway.
Very excited.
Big shout out to Hayden Brown.
Hi, Hayden.
Been a fan for a while, lives in Cleethorpes, and going to Alton Towers opening day. Looking forward to Alton Towers opening. Oh, going to be good. Get your comments coming in, and we'll go on some questions shortly as well. Reese is watching tonight, loving the live, can't wait for the wedding. I know it's been over a year since we got engaged.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, and how's the wedding plans going?
Yeah, really well.
We've just been that busy, obviously moving house and everything this year, but we will get round to it.
We will do.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to Alfie who's watching tonight as well. Thanks for your support.
You,
really appreciate it. Everything Football 2023 who's watching tonight as well.
Evening.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. Well, loads of you watching, nearly 1,200 of you joining us tonight. Happy Friday. So yeah, obviously, like I say, we just come back from our trip. Well, I say we just come back, the vlog's only ended like a few days ago, but really we've been back about a week and a half, haven't we?
Indeed.
You know, from that trip. But obviously we had a bit of time chilling out, and also if you're spotting little bits of paint on me, I've been painting today, and there's actually going to be the first episode coming up next week, which is going to be from building the British Theme Park Museum, and obviously kitting it out with all the theme park memorabilia. So stay tuned for that, because that's going to be coming up, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, the first one of those will be coming out next week. We got Zach and Daisy is
Hello.
watching. Hi out there to both of you. Thanks for your support. Claire is watching tonight. Thank you for taking us on your adventures to Australia and beyond. Such a great channel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. And it was a brilliant trip. It really was. And we've got a lot more coming up this year. We're still kind of finalising our bigger trips for later in the year. But stay tuned because we've got some really good stuff planned, haven't we?
Oh, really exciting.
You know, we've done a big 3-week trip. There's going to be more of that kind of stuff coming up this year. So, yeah, stay tuned. Loads of shout-outs coming through tonight. Tommy Duncan, thanks so much for your support. Summer trip back to Iceland to visit your favourite flyover Iceland operator.
I need to go to Iceland. I've not been.
Oh, I loved Iceland. I'd like to. We haven't got plans at the moment, but I'd love to go back to
like
Iceland.
to go.
Yeah, it was very nice. Really chilled out. He's still working at Flyover Iceland. Like, comment down below. Let us know. I would love to know. Honestly, so many shout-outs coming in tonight. Like, it's crazy. I love it. Philip, thank you so much for watching. Amazing content as always. Love watching daily. Can also ask how you get the vlogs edited and posted so quickly, especially when we're abroad. So on an evening, I tend to edit as much as I can do and then get them up as quick as I can. I actually find it easier editing a vlog on like the day that I filmed
You
it.
sort of remember what you've done in the day.
Yeah, because sometimes on a trip like what we've just done, if you've got like 25 vlogs to edit,
Sort of lose
you know,
track.
yeah, you lose track of different things, and it's nice to kind of, you know, just do it as you're, as you're on the trip. So
Exactly.
thanks, Philip, for your support. Hayden, do you think Alton Towers will be announcing Nemesis Subterra reopening? Definitely. I'm surprised we haven't heard anything
I'm
yet.
surprised, to be honest.
But there's been work going on. We know that they've been doing all the pathways and stuff by it. Something's happening. We've heard from our sources that it is coming back. So
just
yeah,
waiting
it's
really
waiting
now.
for an announcement really with Subterra. Stephanie Lloyd from Taunton. Are we going back to Butlins this year? Yeah, we will be going back to Butlins. We're not too sure exactly when yet. However, it'll probably be Skegness because they've got 4 new rides opening
We
this
need
year.
to go and check it out.
Yeah, I mean, we started our year at Butlins, didn't we?
We did, it was really good. I really enjoyed
New
it.
Year's Eve at Butlins, which was awesome. And check out that vlog. It was the first one of the year, actually. But thanks, Stephanie, for your support.
Thank you.
Really do appreciate it. Honestly, all these comments coming in tonight, which is amazing. Honestly, we really appreciate all of your support. Loads and loads of comments. We'll be getting around to answering more questions shortly. Risa said, what have we got planned for the year from West Bromwich? So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Obviously,
planned.
we're nearly into the start of the main season now, just over a month to go. And then we've got some big trips coming up, like in the start of the summer and then also later in the year as
So
well.
stay tuned.
Along with lots of European stuff, because obviously there's some big rides opening this year. You know us at this channel, we're always there when these new rides open. Whether if we can't be there opening day, we're there within weeks of them opening. So there's some big rides opening this year. So we'll definitely be checking out those, which is exciting. Thanks, Ryan, for your
Thank you,
support.
Ryan.
Really do appreciate it. Along with that, we got Dan Radcliffe. Me and my wife are going to Kinder's Wonderland, Busch Gardens, and Universal Iowa in June, but only have 1 day in each park. Should we get fast tracks? I would say if you've only got 1 day, fast track could be a good option. Obviously, we're not really big fans of fast track. However, when you've only got 1 day or you've travelled a long way somewhere, it can be worthwhile.
I think it's best playing it out just to see how busy it is at the park when you do go.
Yeah, maybe don't pre-book it. Just kind of, see what
You
happens.
might hit it on a quiet day and then you might not need the fast track.
But you're going to Iowa, you're in for a great time.
Oh,
You don't need
it's-
fast track for that beast. Just no fast track required for Velocicoaster.
Love
Just 4
Velocicoaster.
trains normally in action. Keeps pumping them out. That's what we like. Rachel Green watching tonight, and Brody from Derbyshire, not too far away from us. Obviously, we're based in Staffordshire here at Theme Park Worldwide HQ. Keep your questions coming in, of course. We'll get through to answering as many as we can do, of course. Oh, I saw a good one there. Here we go. Most anticipated ride for 2023. That's from Arnold. Thanks, Arnold. Or I'm going to say the new Batman
It
coaster
looks so good.
at Park Warner
I'm
in
looking
Madrid.
forward to seeing the new ride at SeaWorld, to be honest.
Yes, that looks fantastic.
It
The
does,
stand-up
yeah.
surf coaster, yeah, Pipeline. That looks interesting.
does.
There's some really good stuff opening this
Which
year.
seems like a really strong year, to be honest.
It's a good time, like the video I filmed a couple of days ago. Now is an amazing time to be a theme park enthusiast,
is.
especially in the UK. We've got the tallest roller coaster in the UK being built soon,
lot
you
going
know.
on.
And along with that, Jumanji opening at Chessington, new dark rides, Year of the Dark Ride, Valhalla reopening, the Curse at Alton Manor. There's a lot of things happening this year and beyond. You know, it's looking like Secret Weapon 9, or what we think is going to be SW9, is going to be getting passed as well at Alton
is
Towers.
exciting.
So yeah, that's really exciting. I just dropped the mouse. So that's
You
really,
dropped your mouse with excitement.
even the mouse is excited for Project Horizon just there, you know. Yeah, thanks Arnold for your question. Really do appreciate it. We go. Rachel, do you think the Curse at Alton Manor will be too scary for kids, or will they keep it family friendly?
It does look really scary, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and that's from Rachel and Zach in Stevenage. Yeah, so the marketing is very kind of, scary. We've got a bit of a 13 situation going on here. Like 2010, they marketed 13 to be this big, scary thrill ride. And it's not, it's just a family coaster. It's a great family coaster, but it's not a big, scary ride. We know that with the Curse at Alton Manor. I don't think it's going to be too terrifying, but the marketing to get people coming.
Really scary.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. We're actually going to be heading down to London next week and going to a pop-up to preview this experience.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks like it could be some sort of walkthrough to help promote the ride. So we're going to go and check that out next week. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be covering that here on the channel as well. But yeah, I think, it's probably going to be still a family-friendly ride. Metalhead Coaster fan, we'll be doing a USA road trip one day. Stay tuned. I loved doing the parks back in 2019 on the road trip. The itinerary was really strenuous. I'd love to do something like that again. And obviously Charlotte's not really doing any of them
There's so many parks that I've not done.
Yeah, I mean, you've done Orlando and you've done California, but
there's still so much to do.
There's a lot out there, and I'd love to get back to the likes of Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, Cedar Point, have some better days at some of them where we were so tired. So watch this space, I'm hoping to do something like that very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Of course, it will be coming up. Mark says, really enjoyed the Aussie trip. Keep it up.
You.
And like I say, check out the playlist if you haven't already seen that one, because it's got so much in there. There we go. Keep these comments coming in. We got ALB Photographic. Hello from Hull.
Hello.
Great videos of your trip. Bronya Pete, any plans for Energylandia this year? Possibly so. Sweet Valley's opening this year, but next year they should be getting the tilt coaster.
Yeah.
So is it worth going this year? Or is it worth waiting still? Or do we go? I'm not too sure. We'll see. Hannah has said, love watching both channels. This is from Hannah Davies. Try and get permission to film a POV on Valhalla when it opens. You never know. Like, they might do a press event. For Icon they did, and they let us film. Same with Enzo. Who knows? It'd be great if they did, but maybe with it being a dark ride, they might want to keep it more secretive and mysterious. So I'm not too sure, but we'll definitely find out with that one. We got Zach who's watching tonight, and also Jude. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate your support as always. David Chambers who's watching tonight. Hi David. Danny's watching as well from Great Yarmouth, good friend of the channel. Log Flume's gone from Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. What do I think will be put in its place? And he loved the Australia vlogs. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you. I
would like to see a major steel coaster there. I mean, I really like the park. I'm a bit gutted the Log Flume's gone, to be honest. Charlotte's not.
I'm not gutted whatsoever that the Salty Express is gone.
We call it Salty Express because the park's built on the seafront.
Salty.
And obviously, it's salt water, coming in. I've dropped my mouse again, it's the salt water. But yeah, like literally, I'm going to miss that. I love a good water ride.
It was iconic.
We've lost some good flume rides. Flume at Alton Towers, Loggers Leap at Thorpe. We've lost so many log flumes over the years. Another one bites the dust, unfortunately, which is a shame, But yeah, hopefully a new steel coaster. In terms of what, maybe a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, Eurofighter, something like that. Possibly something from Intamin would be nice there. It depends how much money they've got there, really, doesn't it? But I'd love to see them put in something substantial.
Space.
Yeah, it is quite a big space there. The Boz who's watching, taking my 10-year-old to Disneyland Paris for the first time next week. Any tips and must-sees staying at Sequoia Lodge?
Oh, you'll have a great time.
Nice hotel, lovely place to stay at winter. Big fire in the hotel,
really nice.
Which is amazing. Like a big, it's beautiful. Sat there with a cocktail. You have a great time. It's quite a good time to visit as well at the moment because you've got still the anniversary celebrations going on, the 30th. The drone show looks amazing. There's also a drone show for Marvel, which looks epic.
It does look really
as
good.
well. So yeah, there's a lot happening at DLP at the moment. As much as there's quite a lot of construction going on still, especially with the new Frozen area upcoming in a couple of years, you'll have an amazing time. And Avengers Campus is really nice too. You'll enjoy that. So yeah, I hope you have a fantastic trip. Michael's watching tonight. What's your all-time favourite roller coaster? For me, it is still Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. Steel Vengeance. Still Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. But obviously, that could change. I've not been on it for ages.
I know, mine. Iron Gwazi.
Iron Gwazi. It's all about the RMC. All about them babies. Oh, we love it. RMC. Oh, there's so many comments coming in. Nick Shannon's watching tonight. Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Which manufacturer is redoing Dragster, Intamin or Zamperla? If it's Zamperla and they get it right, will Zamperla become a major player in the US? Possibly so. There's a lot of rumours and speculation. Obviously, we know Dragster is coming back in some form for next year, which makes me very happy. Hope it rides just as good. I loved it. It was an amazing ride. I'll never forget my first front row ride on it. It was spectacular. Charlotte's never done it.
Done it.
But you are going to get it,
which is good,
in some form. But I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think that Intamin are doing it. I would not say that I trust Intamin. More Zampur are a great manufacturer too, apart from the Volare. But you know, for me, you know, I'd like to see Intamin tackle it. I think, you know, Intamin have got even better over the years since Dragster opened. That's what I'd like to see, really. But you know, we'll see what happens. Work is going on. The coast is being saved, and that's the main thing, in my opinion. Tom's Humble Abode, thanks for watching. Will you be visiting California's Great America at all, with it having limited time left? As I can't wait for my visits during the San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco and Lagoon, Utah trip that you're doing. I'd like to. I mean, there's a good few years left of it yet, but it must be really sad for the staff there, knowing that that park, you know, it's got a limited time. Like, it's going to be demolished, which is really a shame.
It's quite sad for them, to be honest.
Yeah, especially when the park's still operating at the moment, and you know that, oh, one day it's just going to get demolished, confirmed, you know. It is sad, yeah. So I'd like to get out there, you know, I really would. There's so many parts I'd like to get out there for still, but we'll see what happens with that one. Stuart Wotton's watching. Any of the codes from your latest trip in either of our top 10s? Definitely DC Rivals.
100%.
We will get round to filming this updated top 10 trip. We haven't got round to it yet, but we will at some point for both of us. Of course, with Charlotte being full-time on the channel now. In the past, I've always just done my top 10s. Of course, we'll get Charlotte's in as well. But honestly, let us know where you're watching from tonight. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up as well. We really do appreciate that. When you drop us a like, it really helps the channel out as well. So thanks so much for your support.
Happy birthday, Annabelle.
Hey, have a great birthday. We get ALB's watching from Hull tonight. We're just getting caught up with all these comments. There is so many. So many coming in, which is amazing. Wake Up Susie, thanks for your support.
Send you a hot dog.
Oh, I've got a hot dog. Amazing.
Oh,
thanks for
lovely.
that. Weatherlicious, who's watching, thanks so much for your support. Jake and Rachel watching in Liverpool tonight. Any plans for an Orlando trip for Halloween Horror Nights? Stay tuned. We went last year. We normally go to Florida every year now, to be honest, because there's that much going on. So stay tuned for that one. We'll be making an announcement later in the year, I'm sure, about the Florida trip. But this time, if we're going, I want to do some different things this time as well. You know, I'd like to do something a bit different. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. Hayden, can we get Charlotte on Tidal Wave this year? Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Yeah,
I've done it once. I'm not going on it again.
Francis, are you going back to the UAE? New Potterland coming soon. Yes, first Harry Potter rides outside of Universal. Interesting stuff.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, this is at the Warner Brothers part there. I'd like to. To be honest, we were debating going to the UAE soon. But then we found out that the SeaWorld park is going to be opening soon.
So we want to hold off for that.
And obviously Potter's probably coming soon as well. So it's about holding off and waiting for the right time for those. But yeah, we would like to go back. Within the next 12 months. I'd like to think we'll be going out to the UAE for them new bits. But yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot going on. Like, there is a lot happening. We try and get through all your questions the best we can do. Richard has booked a European road trip inspired by our vlogs.
Oh, have a great time.
And will I go back to Disney Sea? I'd love to. Again, Japan, another one that I just want to get back to. Maybe at some point Charlotte's never been, but you know, you've been to Asia now, which is good.
I have indeed.
Gives you a bit of a taste of what, you know, you can expect kind of from Japan, because, you know, Asia's a very different place to visit compared to Europe and America. You know, things are very different out there. So at least you've been to Asia now. You've got a bit of an idea for the feel of it, really. You know, because things are just different. You know, not in a bad way, not in a good way. Just things are different to what you'd expect from Europe and America, you know, and anybody that's been to Asia will know that. But I love going out there, and yeah, I'd love to get back to Disney Sea. 2017 is a long time ago now. We're in 2023.
Yeah, that's quite a long time.
Where's time going? Where is time going, honestly? Emma King, love the Australia videos. Charlotte is glowing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Thanks, John, for your support. Have you used the virtual queue app at Europa Park? I know you don't pay to skip the lines. I think it's free. That's from John in Exeter. And also, Julie, happy birthday for today.
Julie.
Happy birthday, Julie. But yeah, we have used the virtual queue, haven't we?
Yeah, and it works quite well, to be honest. Just sort of reserve it on the app and then you just go to it. We've never had an issue with it.
No, we've always found it,
they just
nice
go
and easy.
quite quickly.
Yeah, they do, yeah, but they're always refreshing them, aren't they, as well, which is good. Honestly, so many comments. We really do appreciate all your support. And that's why we love doing these streams. streams because it's always a great chance to interact live. I mean, we always respond a lot to messages and of course on the video comments and social media. Give us a follow on Insta, Facebook and Twitter if you haven't already. But yeah, you know, it's always nice doing these live streams, talking to you, you know, as it's happening, which is good, you know. Honestly, just catching up with all these comments. So many coming in. But of course, keep your questions coming in as well. We really do appreciate your support. Arnold has asked, any plans for Cotaland getting on the Vekoma tilt? I'd like to. It looks quite interesting, and obviously they've had quite a bit of investment going on, so possibly so. I'm glad we're seeing some more of these Vekoma tilts. I really am. Nice to see them. Snake Beast, who's watching tonight, Zach and Cara from London, and we love Alton Towers. It's the best. Alton Towers, it is a great resort.
We love it.
You know, I've got like a love-hate relationship with Alton Towers. I love the place. I want it to do well, but also we get frustrated sometimes as well because we really want to see the place do well. We've travelled to all these parks around the world, and Alton Towers has still probably got the best location for a park. Not to get to it in the car, but when you're actually there, it is magical in its own way. So I'd love to see the park thrive. There's new management at the moment. I'll be doing a video a bit more detail about that. But
it'd be nice to see what they bring to the park.
yeah, hopefully some good things. We know there's some good projects on the go. So fingers crossed we can see some really good investments. Francis who's asked, do I think Velocicoaster would have been better with onboard audio?
Definitely.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I love Velocicoaster, hence why I've got this plaque up on the wall behind us. But yeah, it would have been enhanced even more with onboard audio. Does it need it for a good experience? Definitely not. But it would have added to it, you know. And that's the good thing about this new Intamin at Park Warner. It has got onboard audio.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's got speakers built into the seat, so that's really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. Ben, who's watching tonight, love the trip so much. What would be the best theme park in the world? Love the vlogs on the Sandbrook Adventures too.
Thank you.
Thank you. The best theme park in the world? Oh, so many. I mean, I love the Disney parks. I love Europa Park in Germany. Tokyo Disney Sea. Cedar Point's my favourite amusement park. I listed a lot.
Parks out there.
Yeah, there is. Animal
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
To just choose one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're all beautiful. That's why I try and put them into categories now, really. And we might have to do that when we're reviewing our coasters and stuff now, top 10s, because put them into categories because it's so hard.
It is
really hard. Thanks, Ashley Pinkerton, for watching tonight. Really appreciate it. Coral Holmes is watching from Cornwall. Loves the videos.
Hello.
Hi down there to Cornwall. Love coming down to Cornwall. Yeah, it's always nice.
Lovely Cornish pasty.
Oh yes, we love a good Cornish pasty. Charlotte loves a Cornish pasty.
Honestly, and in Cornwall they have those massive cherry bakewells and they're just lovely.
Oh yeah, we had some of them last time.
It was really nice.
Yeah, 1,500 of you watching tonight. God.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi everyone, welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. Right, we're 20 minutes in. We're just having a bit of a general chit chat. We're not making a trip announcements or anything tonight. We're literally having a chat with all of you guys. It's Friday night, just over a month to go until the start of the season. So hello, welcome. If you've got any questions, keep them coming in. We're going to keep answering them all and generally chat a bit about what's coming up in the industry at the moment because it's a very exciting time. Here we go. So Leanne's watching tonight. Did you hear about the log flume at Pleasure Beach in Great Yarmouth? Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. It's sad to see it demolished, but let's hope something new comes in.
The Salty Express.
Charlotte's happy to see it go. The Salty Express. No, so come on.
Salty.
There's other people that love log flumes out there besides me, surely. Tom's Humble Abode. How many creds are you on at the moment? I'm on 219, just over 1,300 now. I need to add some more to it. But yeah, just over 1,300. So yeah, it's good. Like it's a good list. A lot of wacky worms and a lot of caterpillar coasters on there. I know that. Charlesy 1998. Do you think Nemesis would have benefited from a partial yearly retrack like the big one, so the ride could have still been operational? Very good question. I've not really seen anybody ask that. I don't think it would have really been possible or not as easy with the site because of, you know, Nemesis is in a big pit. Access is quite limited. Also, to get certain parts in, they've had to take bits out. So I think they're doing the right thing, doing what they are now. Yeah, I think they're doing the right thing. And it also means it's going to last for probably another 30 years, you know, which is going to be amazing, really. Like, to think Nemesis is going to live on for that long. And we'll have another Nemesis update on the way soon as well. So stay tuned for that. Lots to talk about at the moment. Loads and loads of updates, which is amazing. It really is. It's a great time to be an enthusiast. It really is, considering, you know, like the world itself isn't in a great place right now, but the world of theme parks is in a really good place at the moment, which is nice because when the world is so tough and life is tough, you know, at least if people have got that escapism, then
Which is
theme
nice.
parks, we've got new things to look forward to. And in a tough world, you know, that we're in right now, I think escapism and going to the theme parks is needed more than ever.
People need to be able to go and have fun.
Yeah, and have a good time, you know, so it's nice to see. Cameron Stewart, what do you think about Thorpe's Coaster being a Mack? I'm really happy to see.
Definitely.
Mack's one of my favourite manufacturers, the build quality. I've still got my concerns about the length of Exodus.
quite short.
As much as the ride, I'm sure is going to be very impressive. The first drop's going to be great. I am concerned about the length of it. I feel like it's going to really get going. I'm just going to come into that break run wanting a bit
You're just
more.
going to want more.
You know, but saying that, Nemesis is quite short and that's a great ride. The Swarm's short, that's a great ride. So, you know, there is hope that this could still be a fantastic coaster. However, I just wish we had some more length to it. A bit like Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is my favourite in the UK. Will Exodus be better than Icon? Who knows? I mean, for me, I love Icon to bits. I love the layout, I love how long it is, I love the
Great
launches. But still, it's going to be a big addition to Thorpe Park. And I think we're all going to be watching this ride go up this year. Everyone's going to be covering it. Everyone's going to be watching it. And it's going to be a really exciting time for everyone, you know, to be watching this coaster go up. So, no, I am really looking forward to it. But yeah, I am excited that it's a Mack. I love Mack rides, I really do. And yeah, it's just really exciting. Hannah again tonight, do I think Splash Mountain having a retheme was necessary? And do I like Princess and the Frog? I like Princess and the Frog. I like the music. In terms of was it necessary? Obviously it was based on a controversial film in the past that Disney obviously wanted to kind of erase that from history now with the ride. It did need an update of some form in my opinion. It looked very tired. However, yeah, I do like Princess and the Frog. I will miss the soundtrack of the original. However, you know, change is coming. I'm sure they'll do a really good job of it. I just hope it's got some nice animatronics in there still.
Which would be good
because
to
I
see.
love how Splash Mountain's packed with animatronics.
So much movement.
I'm a bit worried that we might see, you know, like screams a bit like on the Navi River journey. I like that a lot, but I don't really want to see loads of screens. I want to see still animatronics. So
Definitely.
fingers crossed. But yeah, I think it's probably the right move for Disney going forward. As much as it's sad to lose a classic, get yourself out to Japan because it's still operating there. Tokyo Disneyland. Rob Palmer, can I get a shout out to my daughter Sadie? Hi Sadie,
Hello.
thanks for watching. You're the reason she's so into theme parks, and
Aw.
thanks for a cameo. Honestly, thanks so much for your support. If you do ever want a personalised video message, I am on Cameo. You can see a link down below in the video description, and I always do about a minute, 60 seconds video for birthdays, anniversaries, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you do want that sort of thing, it is available for something a bit more personal down below in the video comments. You're going to Efteling in July as well.
You'll have such a good time. I love Efteling.
We had a great trip over winter. Winter Efteling is amazing, it really is. But summer at Efteling, you'll be in your shorts, nice weather for you,
See
hopefully.
Pardoos.
Oh, the legend himself, and you got on some amazing rides. Let us know where you're watching from, of course, tonight. We'll give out as many
So
shout
many
outs as we
comments.
can. There is loads and loads of comments. It's very exciting, honestly. It's amazing, it really is. So many people watching tonight. But yeah, we've got a lot coming up to look forward to as well. I'm just making sure we're not missing out on any of your comments coming in tonight, you know. But yeah, we've got so much to look forward to for this season, which is fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to the Curse at Alton Manor. I think that's going to be a really nice change because Jewel had kind of come to the end of its
It was looking
good.
tired, yeah.
19 years of Jewel.
I know.
You know, it took them that long to realise that we want rid of the guns now. like-
Exactly. Just get on gone.
yeah, so I am really looking forward to that. James Castleton, hey guys, glad you didn't encounter any spiders
Oh,
out in
so am
Australia. What's the most intense flat ride you both ever done? Oh, good question. In terms of intense flat rides, I've done quite a lot. However, it was actually on this trip just gone, and it was just a KMG. However, I went on
that
it
one, yeah.
at Gumboya World, and it unlocked as in how it should do, and spinning.
Spinning
It was
so
ridiculously
much, wasn't
intense.
it?
Like, check out the Gumboya World vlog if you want to see that. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. So many questions coming in. Big shout out to Ben and Leanne as well
Hello.
tonight. Georgina will be at Thorpe Park opening day. Probably so. We normally go and do as many parks as we can do
Definitely.
on the opening days and cover everything that's happening. R's watching. Will you come to Coney Island? I live in New York City. Good evening, New York, or good afternoon, New York. Yeah, I mean, I've been there before in 2019. I did enjoy it, and I'd like to go back at some point in the future. You know,
I'd
it's
like to see
iconic.
it.
Yeah, cyclone and go to New York. You never been?
Exactly.
Yeah, New York, New York.
New
duh,
York.
New York. Is that all we get? Just New York. It's New York, New York. Da, 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 da. That's all we're getting. Start spreading the news. If you want more singing, let us know. Kevin's watching tonight. Love the Australian Asia travel vlogs. What is your least favourite dark ride ever? Oh, there's quite a lot of contenders for that. However, I think that Jurassic knockoff dark ride that I did, Charlotte's not done this one. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It was terrible. It was like $15 for a ride, and it was awful. The animatronics were going. Yeah, they were squeaking, the animatronics. You know, it wasn't good, Charlotte. It wasn't good. Yeah, that wasn't great. More singing, Gavin wants. Well, maybe. Keep watching. There might be some more singing coming up. The Biscuit Bandit Valhalla. It better be good, or else. What biscuits do you like? Maryland cookies? I don't know. Valhalla best be good. Yeah, it best be after 3 years. 3 years, Charlotte.
No, it's a long time.
It's a long time, isn't it? You know. We've got Neil and Chrissy Andover watching
Hello
tonight.
there.
There we go. Thanks so much for your support. We really do appreciate it.
Good evening to the Brooks family.
The Brooks, there we go. Not the Sam Brooks, is it? Just the Brooks family out there to all of you. Little Abby is watching tonight. Charles just being offered a job at Flamingo Land.
That's really good.
Will you guys visit all the UK parks this year as normal? Of course we will. We'll be very busy. You'll notice a big influx of vlogs kind of from, you know, towards the end of March when all the parks open up. We'll be heading out doing a lot of parks there as usual. Chloe Frampton's watching tonight. Been subscribed to us for a year this month.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. And, you know, that's the thing with our channel. We really hope to bring as much joy and happiness into your life as we can do. Yes, we love the theme parks. However, we often get a lot of people commenting saying they watch. And actually, they don't even like theme parks that much. They just enjoy watching the channel and having the positivity, you know. So we really appreciate it. Yeah, whether you like theme parks or not, we're happy to see you here. Anybody that watches the channel, of course, if you subscribe to our channel as well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It really does mean the world to us. Obviously, last year was our 10th year on YouTube. This is our 11th year now of Theme Park Worldwide. And yeah, we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. I'll talk a bit about the new studio in just a moment. As in, not this. This is the office here. We've got the actual new studio coming up soon. Tammy's watching from Doveridge, not too far away.
Hello there.
Meg, will you visit Chicago? Six Flags Great America. Yeah, I've not been to that one. It's one of my last Six Flags to do. Yeah, I'd like to at some point in the future. Yeah, definitely like to get out there. We've got Jelly Art who's watching. Please say happy birthday to my boyfriend Jono. Hi Jono. Happy birthday.
Have a lovely day.
And love watching the channel. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate all your supports. Big shout out to Joseph who's watching tonight as well. We really appreciate it. And yeah, so obviously we've got our new studio, which we're currently building. I've been painting today. That's why you might see little blotches of paint on me. Yeah, so we've got the first video coming up on the channel next week. And yeah, it's going to be starting to kit out the studio. Kit out the studio, not kicking it out. I just built it. Kit out the studio, which is really exciting. Yeah, so I've finally got room to have all my stuff. Years I've been collecting all this stuff. I had my World of Theme Parks back at the old house. Well, this is like 4 times the size. It's going to be big, and it's going to be a great studio as well. We're having like I'll reveal to you now, we're going to be having like a little couch in there where we can like sit on and do these live streams and stuff. A bit like the Theme Park Worldwide sofa, if you like. You know, a bit like when you watch, you know, like your programs on TV and they have like a couch to sit on and stuff.
Like
you know, sit there on the couch, which will be quite nice. Yeah, that's going to be coming up. To me, it's couch. I'm all American. Sofa, whatever you want to call it. Maz is watching. Sarah and Ben. Charlotte, have you decided that goats are still the best? Reference to a recent fleece of fancy with the koala.
I really did like the koalas, to be honest. They was very cute, but it's not very often that I'm going to get to see them. But we did see that Chessington have had a lovely new baby goat, haven't they? Oh, it's so cute.
Baby goats. Yeah, we'll have to go and see that.
So small.
Lovely little baby goats. So you didn't answer the question there, Charlotte. You tried to avoid it.
Honestly, it's so hard because the koalas are so lovely, aren't they?
Koalas in the trees.
They're eating all the leaves.
Harry Scoville's watching tonight. Please say happy birthday to me.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Harry.
There's loads of birthdays today.
Yeah, it's a big day for birthdays. 10th of February. There you go. James is watching tonight. Thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. Yeah, James is watching us. More Charlotte vlogs, Squirrel said. There we go. Nice. I'm sure there'll be plenty more Charlotte coming up, won't there? We've got some good stuff coming up. Yeah, we've got some really good, exciting things happening this year on the channel. Gianni, I think I've pronounced that right. Will you visit Balwadi again? Yeah, we definitely will do. Yeah, I like Balwadi. It's one of them. Some parks we go to, we're like, yeah, we've got to go every year. Some we go every few years, don't we?
Exactly, yeah.
You know, so it'd be nice to, it'd be nice to get back there. They've got a new big water ride opening this year there, which looks pretty good. Yeah, big like dinghy ride.
Oh no.
Yeah, they've took out that little Zero Tivoli and put that in, so that's really exciting. Leah's asked a good question here. Do you think the removal of the Ultimate will mean the end for Lightwater Valley? It's sad to see it go.
It's so sad.
It really is. Is it going to be the end for the park? I don't think it will be. We went last year.
And it was quite busy.
And it was quite busy. You know, it's sad that that's
is.
gone. I wish that it was going to be refurbished and opened. Sadly, it's not. However, I don't think the park will lose out, like,
No,
so to
they
speak,
won't.
from visitors. I don't think they'll close. And that's a good thing. I don't want to see any park close. Whether, yes, of course, in our opinion, it's bad that ride's been taken out, but I don't want to see any park fail. I want to see all the parks doing well. So it's sad that it's gone. However,
they're aiming at a new target audience.
They're going more down the Gulliver's route
They
now.
are.
That's what they want to be. They seem quite happy with that. We met the management actually last year. Very passionate, very nice people.
Definitely.
But it's just a shame about the Ultimate. It is sad, But no, I don't think the park's going to close. I think they had a pretty good season last year, actually. Hayden Brown, will be Caitlin reunion in 2023. Oh, we're not Caitlin. We're all good. We're all good friends. That's the thing. As much as the channel focuses on me and Charlotte, we've got some great friends out there that give us a lot of love and support, which we really appreciate. Ross, any Southport Zamperla news? Well, I heard that the looping coaster's being taken down, and there's 5 new rides for this year.
That's really good.
And apparently this coaster could be ready for next year. That isn't confirmation, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. It should be something
New
brand
stuff
new.
will go down really well, though.
Yeah, definitely. Southport's a part that, he's got some great flat rides, got some great attractions, but it needs that standout ride again now, like it used to have Traumatizer. As much as Infusion's not a standout at all at Pleasure Beach, it was in Southport. It was a big ride for them, So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Keep your comments coming in tonight. Ben's asked, what's your best dark ride? Oh, I love Rise of the Resistance. Fantastic ride. Really is. Should Disney copy Universal and charge more? I think Disney charge more than Universal, to be honest. But there's a lot of changes going on, isn't there, at Disney at the moment? I really hope Disney can get back on the feet, because as much as we love going to the park still, there's certainly, it has changed a lot since, I first went. So, yeah, I'm hoping that, they can get more back on the feet at the Disney parks again, fingers crossed. Any plans going to Florida this year? George has asked. Watch this space on that one. Hi from both Chris and James. Love the channel. Are you going back to Oakwood for the retrack of Megaphobia?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we definitely go and check that out because I think that's definitely needed.
100%.
We said last year Megaphobia was not riding good.
I'm glad that something's being done about it.
Yeah, £2 million project. Which is
make it a bit more of an enjoyable ride experience.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. So I'm really glad that they're doing that. Thank you so much to Kylie Rochdale who's watching tonight. The Llama King has asked Planet Coaster. At this moment in time, we won't be having a Planet Coaster series. That doesn't mean that Planet Coaster is done and dusted on the channel. But I'll be honest with you, I've not said this anyway yet. Another reason why I've not done any Planet Coaster is the lack of updates to Planet Coaster itself. Frontier they're not releasing any new DLCs or anything now. It's kind of like dead in the water now, which is a shame. And for me, that makes the game less playable. In fact, I've been playing a lot more of Roller Coaster Tycoon again lately. So maybe there might be some more gaming stuff in the future. But obviously, we've moved house now. We're doing the new studio. We've got a lot going on. So it could be a little while. But they might be at some point. But I'm not saying that there won't be any gaming content again. It's just not our focus at this moment in time. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but we got Gianna Gavel. The water ride opens in 2024, but they open a Nebula and a Barnyard ride and also a new restaurant. Oh, thanks for that. I thought it opened this year. So there you go. We'll probably wait till next year before doing that again then. But yeah, at least they're opening a nice Nebula ride.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. Dan, have you seen the POVs of Tron? Yes. Yeah, it looks good. I've done Tron myself back at Shanghai Disneyland all the way back in 2017. I went on that. I remember doing it and thinking, it's coming to Florida, probably ready in 2019. Here we are, 2023.
So long, but I'm looking forward to getting on it.
Yeah. It's a great ride. It really is.
It looks great.
The thing is, that technology was kind of designed for 6 years ago now. People have done Guardians of the Galaxy, which is this more modern coaster in Epcot. Personally, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy Guardians more than Tron. Personally,
Guardians is a great ride.
I need to get back on Tron before I can pick between the two myself. But I think for me, Guardians is a long ride. It's got a lot going on, and obviously Tron it is a bit shorter, But we'll see what happens. Kevin rode the dinosaur dark riding Pigeon Forge last year and had nightmares on it. So did I. My friend had to calm me down in the hotel room afterwards. How both dark rides are our least favourite. Yeah, honestly, it's it's not a good ride. We need to get you on it at some point.
Yeah, see what it's like.
Yeah, it's a very weird. It's a weird ride. The Holly Bobbers, did you ever ride the corkscrew? Many times, did you, Charlotte?
Yeah, I did it a few times.
Yeah, I used to love Corky. Philip Tan, other than the theme parks, what other interests do you both have that you're passionate about? You always seem so happy. Do you ever argue? Everybody has arguments, don't they? Yeah, but no, not too much. But yeah, other than theme parks, what do we get into?
Just like leisure stuff in general.
Yeah, like we like going.
We like bowling.
Yeah,
like
bowling,
yeah, stuff like
things
that.
like that. You know, a lot of social things. A lot of people always say, "Have you always got the camera out?" Not at all.
No.
Like, you got to think a vlog is like maximum like an hour really out of a full theme park day. So it's like you're getting to see the full experience, but also we have a lot of time off camera as well. That is really important. You don't want to film absolutely everything. Can you dance? Oh, I can dance. Trust me, I can dance.
I've got fantastic.
Yeah. Dan, Chessington are now saying late spring for Jumanji, so probably May. I don't mind that though. I'll get my thought trips in for hashtag Club 236E. Yeah, that's interesting. So whilst I was doing my painting today, heard it on Heart on the radio saying late spring. Yeah, I was originally thinking this was going to be ready for March. Obviously not. This is, we're talking late spring. That is May.
May, isn't
I think they're going to probably aim for May half term, possibly for that one. Again, just going off it. So yeah, shame really. I was hoping that was going to be a bit earlier, but I'd rather them get it right. Because it's a big area. Yeah, it's best not rushing it and just get it right. Which is good. Joe's watching from Denver, Colorado tonight. When you come into Glenwood Springs to ride Defiance, I'd like to. The views from that, it looks amazing. Don't you seen it, Charlotte?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's Gerslau up on in the mountains. It looks amazing. That part looks pretty spectacular as well. Yeah, I'd really like to get there at some point.
Hello,
Jenny's
Jenny.
here! Whee! She's on her way home from Rainbows. Jenny's here. Jenny has been a fan of the channel way back from the start.
Aww.
Is anybody else watching tonight who's been here since 2012? Not watching the live stream since 2012, but actually watching the channel since then. But hi there to Jenny. I meant replace Disney Genie. No, Disney Genie is not great.
No, it's not.
To be honest though, you can not use it and still have a great time.
Yeah, you can.
We didn't use it at all in Florida and we had a fantastic time.
I think it's one of them where they tend to put the queues up to make you purchase Genie.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not good. Not good. So we've got Dan4M4S74. That's username of the night right there. 2 days at Energylandia, 1 Legendia or 3 Energylandia. I go for the 2 at Energylandia and the 1 at Legendia because as much as Legendia isn't really a full day park.
1 day park.
If that really. I mean, when we're filming stuff, obviously it takes longer, but you could go there for a few hours and be done. But go for Let Coaster. It's well worth it. It's so intense. It's a great ride. It's one of Vekoma's best rides in my opinion. Francis, are you interested in Eat-Drenaline at Europa Park? Well, actually, we are interested, aren't we? I'll tell you a little story.
So basically, when we went to Europa Park, because it's all mysterious, I sort of opened the door and there was a curtain there. So I was like, right. So I peeked my head through the curtain and I saw this lady and she got like champagne bottles on her. So I was like, shut the curtain quick.
It looks very unique,
It
but
does.
obviously, when you're quite fussy eaters like both of us are,
we are,
me more than Charlotte, but
we wouldn't eat anything. It's such a large amount of money to spend when we're not going to eat
Well,
that much.
is it 199
It's
euros?
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It
That
is.
I can't justify that, but it looks fantastic. For anybody who doesn't know what Eat-Drenaline is, basically it's like a dark ride restaurant.
It
and
looks cool.
You sit on a table on this trackless ride system.
moves
Looks
about.
fascinating. We might do it at some point, but if they start serving dry hot dogs, I'll be in
We'll be
there. Josh, thoughts on the 38-metre tall drop tower coming to Adventure Island? Great news.
That's
Looking forward to
really
that. Obviously, we know that Skydrop's not been running great for a while. The Ferris wheel looks nice that they've put in, and there's new drop towers. Yeah, that's
good.
very exciting. I look forward to that. I love a good drop tower. Charlotte's coming round to the drop towers.
I am, to be honest.
Which is really good. I'm glad that you are. So yeah, Jenny, here we go. She's been watching for 11 years since she was 15. There you go.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thanks so much for your long-term support. She's always been there, Jenny, and we really do appreciate it. Quite a few people actually in the comments who say they've been watching us for a long time, since 2012 when we started the channel. But yeah, really exciting. Are we going to come back to Scotland? Rachel's asking.
I've never been to Scotland.
Never been to Scotland.
I know, it's shocking.
James, French stand-up pirate ship again. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, maybe. I'd like to get Charlotte on it.
Oh, I wouldn't like that.
The stand-up pirate ship was one of my highlights of last year. It was absolutely terrifying. It really was. Peter, who's watching tonight, I remember seeing you film the closure of Corkscrew at Alton Towers when they let you in the centre of the ride. Yeah. So on that last day, you could go and stand underneath Corkscrew whilst it was operating.
That's cool.
You'd never get it in this day and age now because all that was there was like a little Harris fencing.
I don't remember that because I was there that day.
Yeah, literally. Isn't that weird? You were there on that day.
Yeah,
we didn't know each other.
No, this is actually quite a funny story. So I was there with my dad, and I actually saw Sean there, and I was like, proper like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then ages later, we meet.
How funny is that?
I know.
You're like, oh my god, crazy. Darren's asked, theme park worldwide meet at Alton Towers. Well, you know what? Like, we haven't done any events for a couple of years, mainly because of COVID. Watch this space. We might look at doing something again. So yeah, like the last thing we did was the Roller Coaster Restaurant a couple of years ago.
Oh,
you
that
know,
was good
so
fun, that
it
was.
was. Yeah, we might look at doing some sort of event again in the future. We haven't got anything planned at the moment, but maybe so. We've just had so much going on with the house and
So
everything,
much
and
going on.
you know, been really focused on getting the museum up and running. But maybe at some point in the future we'll look at that. Mazmaz from Sarah, are you having opening evenings at the British Theme Park Museum? Selected limited invitation tickets, maybe snacks and a presentation. Unfortunately, we won't be opening
Not
the
on this
museum
location.
whilst it's here, because obviously it's literally it's a part of our house. However, the long-term plan is to move it to a location to open it
People
up.
can visit.
Yeah, definitely. So watch this space. But yeah, we won't be opening it up to the public here. But within a few years' time, I'd like to think that will be a case. That's definitely our long-term plans. And I think once I've finished sorting it out here, then I'll start planning for where we're going to move it to at some point in the future. Because yeah, you know, I'd really like to give you all the opportunity to come and see the Alton Towers bookworm again and all these bits of history. Virtual Parks, hello from Barcelona in Spain. Hi out
Happy
there
birthday,
to you.
David.
Rob, what's up with your eye? I don't know. I've got covered in paint.
You got paint on it?
Probably got paint on it. I'm not too sure. Literally, I've been painting all day today. I've been working really hard all day today. Paolo's asked, do you come to Movieland Park in Italy again to try the new ride? I'd like to. That was amazing.
It was such a good day. We loved it.
One of the highlights of last year,
It
that
was
was
so
Movieland
good.
Park. Like, we absolutely loved that, didn't we? It was fantastic. Keep your comments coming in. Another lip sync video Squirrel wants to see. Maybe so. I'll have to do one of them. Big shout out to Karen and Ro from Dublin, Ireland.
Hello there.
Any plans to visit Emerald Park, formerly Tato? Yeah, so we'll wait for
We
the
need
two
to
new
get that.
coasters. Obviously, I went last year. But yeah, the two new coasters are opening next year, so we'll be there for those. I mean, they're two pretty big rides
Yeah,
opening
I'm
at.
looking forward to getting back to the park, to be honest, because it's been quite a while.
Yeah, and obviously it'll all be rebranded, all the signs gone.
No more crisps.
I'm going to miss the uniqueness of Tato
Yeah, I
Park
am as well.
because it was very unique, based at a crisp factory, having your tour around and stuff, you know. So
Getting your big bag of multi-pack when you go in.
in a way, that's what made the park special, wasn't it? You know, so it was different. So yeah, I like the name Emerald Park, but yeah, I'm going to miss the Tato branding, I think, with that one. Dan Barn here since Sambrook Productions.
Oh, thank
Top
you.
content. Thank you so much.
lovely.
And yeah, Sambrook Productions dates back to 2008, you know, so that's, you know, a long time. I've been doing YouTube for a long time now. Loads of you still watching tonight, which is amazing. Don't forget, give the video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying watching. Really helps out the channel. Really do
Hello,
appreciate
Mia.
it. Thank you so much for watching. Go back to Funny World. Oh, maybe we'll have to at some point.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, obviously we went back to Europa Park
It
over
was so
Christmas,
good.
but you know, maybe next time we do a road trip in the car around there, we'd definitely go back to Funny World and
We
have
had a
a
great
go.
time.
You're never going to beat your first time going somewhere like that,
No,
though, are you?
definitely
Like,
not.
there is more quirky parks like that out there that I've been researching online. We've got quite a lot of European stuff coming up again this year with some big rides opening. So yeah, we'll definitely look at going back to Funny World and maybe some of these other quirky parks as well. Anthony Burton's watching tonight, watching from Gloucester. Any plans to visit the 4 parks in a day with Charlotte, like I did a few years back? Yeah, like we can
That'd be
maybe
quite
look at
good.
doing that, you know. Maybe some other challenges as well,
Yeah, definitely.
which would be fantastic. Along with that, will
Nemesis Records.
New Nemesis record with a new track. Sorry, I was mind blown then. Yeah, so maybe so, possibly so when it opens up. You know, it depends how it rides, doesn't it? I guess, you know, is it still going to have that intensity? I really hope
It's
so.
going to be interesting to see how it does rise.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And obviously we know it's coming back with Black Track as well. Let us know your thoughts on the Black Track coming in, which is certainly different. I'm hoping we're going to see some scratches, some blood scratches on there and stuff. You know,
Just to make it a little bit
yeah,
different.
it doesn't want to look too clean and polished. You know, this is Nemesis here. Like, we don't want it to look too, you know, nice. It needs to look a bit scratched and a bit dirty. That's part of Nemesis for me.
Like some sort of story.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure they're really going to delve into the storyline of it. I'm sure they are. But yeah, loads of comments. But yeah, so obviously we've got this video coming up next week starting on the shed. We've got the start of the season coming up. It's weird actually because normally this would be the start of the season in Blackpool now, wouldn't it? At Pleasure Beach. We normally have that going on. But yeah, not at the moment. There we go. Right, what have we got going on? We've got I am Weasel 79. Good evening to you both. We met at Alton Towers at Lightopia. Loved the Australia videos. Still the best YouTube couple from Billy and Becky. Rebecca.
Aww.
Thanks so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. Honestly, it's really kind of you. Keep watching Theme Park Worldwide. You know, we've got a lot coming up. These next few years are going to be busy. Like, it's a really busy time with updates going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've got Laurie Bullaz who's watching tonight. Any idea what date in June the new ride at Portaventura opens? We're there the 27th and 28th, hoping it's open by then.
They haven't set a date.
I don't know. I've not heard. To be honest, I've not even heard June. So, you know, I've not heard anything about it. I was assuming it might open May, June time, but I've not heard. I don't know if June's been confirmed or not, but yeah, whenever that may be, it looks like quite a big ride, you know, so I'm looking forward to it. Uncharted, and it's an indoor ride built by Intamin, so it'd be nice to go and give it a go. Like. Indoor coaster at Portaventura. I'm still not sure on the location though. No, I'm not. In the Wild West area. I don't know how it's going to fit in. However,
could end up clashing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And obviously Portaventura, a lot of rumours about Universal possibly taking over the operation again. So yeah, that's quite exciting.
I think that would be good to see, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, it means Shambhala might actually dispatch more than once every 5 minutes. You know,
might have some quicker operations.
Yeah, it'd be good to see. I mean, I love the park. It's a beautiful park and it's really well looked after. But blimey, them operations
so slow.
They are painful operations. Tim Brown, it's your birthday in 2 days.
Oh, have a lovely birthday.
Have an absolutely fantastic birthday. Leanne's watching. Any plans for the wedding? We've literally done no wedding planning at all.
Been so busy.
Yeah, I think with us moving house and everything, you know, and doing lots of trips, you know, we've been that busy. But yeah, stay tuned. You know, we will definitely have some wedding planning at some point in the future. Thank you so much to All Things Vlogs and Entertainment. Thanks for your support. We'll be going to Pleasure Beach. And what's the news on Valhalla? Of course we'll be going to Pleasure Beach. We're season pass holders again this year. I'm actually looking forward to the events, what they're doing this year.
It should be really nice.
Yeah, it's nice to see the park kind of taking back their own fan club and managing it themselves and doing their own events. Like, that's really exciting, like it used to be back in the day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We'll definitely be checking out those. And with Valhalla, what is the latest? We've heard nothing. All we know is the fence has come down out the front. And the other day, I saw a post on Twitter of the waterfall testing for the first time. So I don't think it's far off. Whether it's going to be ready for the opening day in March or not, I don't know. But I think they're probably aiming for Easter. That's my...
They need to start getting the hype back.
Yeah, build some more hype up because it's all starting to die off. But thanks so much, All Vlogs and Entertainment. Really do appreciate your support. Really kind of you. Theme Park Ollie, thoughts on Tatatis at Park Asterix? That looks epic.
It does look good.
Yeah, that's another really exciting one. Some big rides opening this year. Like, there's just so much happening in the industry worldwide, but especially the UK and Europe at the moment. Yeah, Tatatis, big new Intamin coaster, multi-launch at Park Asterix, and yeah, it looks really nice, and the whole area around it as well. Festival Tatatis opening in April, so yeah, that looks fantastic. Of course, looking forward to getting out there and riding. That will be there as soon as that opens. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Keep your comments coming in, of course. Magic Mountain's got 20 roller coasters, but never all open. That's what RR says. I do like Magic Mountain. It's a great park, and obviously it's got a big single rail now, so something to go back for in the future. So I've still not done an RMC single rail. I've done an Intamin one now.
You need the RMC version.
Need an RMC one. Maybe later this year. At some point we'll get on one. Maybe not at that park, but we'll see. Peter has asked, wedding on Valhalla. Can you imagine that?
Oh no, you get soaked.
How wet would your dress get on that?
I know.
Yeah. We got Brooklyn Sands who's asked, would you do any more singing videos in the future? Well, maybe so. I mean, we sing every Christmas Eve, you know, the Christmas Spectacular, and we've got a couple of those already on the channel, so make sure you check those out. But yeah, possibly so. There's always a bit of singing, a bit of dancing going on. We're Theme Park Worldwide. We're a bit cheesy. We like to have fun, but you know what? We just have a good time. We don't really mind what people think. We're out there just have a good time, share lots of positivity, and I feel like that's what the world really needs, especially at the moment with everything that's currently going on in the world. We all need some joy and happiness and positivity. Yeah, and I'm just really, I get to this point now now where it's the middle of February, and I really miss the parks now.
Oh, no.
I miss just being able to go Alton Towers. Obviously, that's our local.
We
It's
miss it.
10 minutes away from the studio here, and we miss Alton Towers so much. So I do look forward to it opening again, and just being able to walk around Alton Towers and just get our steps in and stuff. I get to this point now in February, because we normally do a big trip every January, don't we? I get to now and I'm just thinking, come on, let's just get to the season. As much as we've got a lot happening with the house and doing the museum and stuff, I just want to get back to these parks
You're itching,
again.
aren't you?
I am itching. So just, it's not even about going on the rides all the time for me. Just to walk around the park, have a good time, just soak up the atmosphere again. I can't wait for it. Bradley's watching tonight. How are you tonight? We're great.
Yeah,
Thanks
really
so
good,
much,
thank
Bradley.
you.
Yeah, really appreciate all of your support. Same goes to Craig Webster, who's watching tonight.
Thank you,
Craig, for all of your support. We really do appreciate it. Alexander's off to Disneyland Paris with your
have a
girlfriend
really
next
good
week.
time.
Top picks there. Well, of course, don't miss the new Avengers campus in Walt Disney Studios.
Tower.
But Tower of Terror we love.
Tower.
Hyperspace Mountain, as much as I wish it didn't have the Star Wars overlay, still a fantastic coaster. Along with that, the best Big Thunder Mountain
It's a great
that's out
version.
there. Yeah, we absolutely love that, don't we? Danny is back again. What'll be a first UK park we'll visit this year? There's a lot of parks open tomorrow. Venture Island, Paulton's Park, and a few more around. Yeah, so obviously you've got the February half-term events and kind of limited opening at some parks. Obviously, Adventure Island, they pretty much opened the full park, which is good now. But yeah, in terms of the main season, obviously we've got Alton Towers, which we're assuming that Alton Manor is going to be ready for the opening day. Still not confirmed, but we'll be there when that opens. But you never know, it might be Valhalla. It could be both going head to head on the same day. We'll see what happens, but we'll be at one of the two. And if one opens, if they both open the same day, we'll be at one day and one the next day. But we'll see what happens. Very excited for both of them. Or maybe we could do both in the same day if they open on the same day. I mean, it's possible, isn't it? We'll see. Ben is off to Florida on Wednesday.
Have a great time.
Have an absolutely fantastic time. We do love Florida. It really is fantastic. Thanks, Kelly, for all your support. We really do appreciate it. Hi out there to Angela Gray who's watching tonight. Hi, Ange.
Hello.
Big fan of the channel, good friends of ours. Any plans for the big birthday? Yeah, so if anybody doesn't already know, I'm turning 30 this year.
Oh my gosh.
30-year-old Sean this year. I can't believe that, Charlotte.
know.
30. What have we got planned? Well, not a lot at the moment.
No.
We'll see what happens. We might try and coincide a trip with it or something. Is 30 something to celebrate? I don't really know.
Oh.
Like 30 years old. But yeah, we'll see, Ange. We'll see what happens. If we have a party, I'll invite you. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 30 this year. I can't believe
That's
it.
crazy.
Oliver, will you both ever visit Southampton and Bournemouth? Big supporters from your mum, Nikki, Nanny Pat, and also yourself. Thanks so much for your support.
Thank you.
I've been to both of them places, but yeah, never really filmed anything on the channel from them, really.
not.
No, but yeah, been to Southampton, been Paulton's Park. I've done the Spinnaker Tower nearby. That's not too far away, is it? But yeah, done quite a bit down there, but never really filmed it. Katie, Emily Price, thoughts on the rebrand of Ghost Train at Thorpe Park? Fantastic
I
news.
think it's really good news.
It was very unreliable, wasn't it, with the
It was
virtual
just
reality?
constantly like going down, or you'd have your headset on, it wouldn't work. So I think it's fantastic news.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing what they do. I hope they've done a good job of it with the visuals.
Definitely.
Gunners for Life, what coaster would you like to see come to Drayton Manor, and what should they do with the Old Water Pirate ride? Well, firstly, in terms of coasters, I'm hoping that we're seeing some pretty epic next year with this new coaster.
So.
We know it's Family Thrill, so it's going to be a bit more than just a family coaster, but not a full-on big thrill coaster. So hopefully it'll be a great addition. But just to see a brand new coaster at Drayton, it's what the park
It'll be
needs.
really refreshing.
Very exciting. I'm sure it'll be quite well themed based on what they've done with Vikings and Adventure Cove as well.
They did a really good job.
But it needs to be good to replace Apocalypse. It needs to be good. Also, what would I like to see them do with the Old Water Pirate ride? Yeah, Pirates Adventure.
I miss Pirate Adventure.
I would
so much.
love to see Looping Group bring it back, completely
I
redo
would.
it in a new style. The ride's completely knackered now. It needs ripping out and starting again, but that's what I'd love to see them do. I think after the coaster, that should be a big focus, in my opinion. Bringing back Pirates Adventure. So many people loved it. It was a big part of Drayton Manor. The park still get a lot of people asking, where's Pirate Adventure? So I think they should bring it back. I think it'd be
100%.
amazing. I think it really would. It'd bring a lot of people in, nostalgia-wise as well. James has asked, hot dogs, sauce or no sauce? No sauce on your hot dogs.
Nice bit of mayonnaise.
That's what
okay.
you want. Craig is watching tonight. Shout out to Harley and your friend
Hello.
Jacob. Hi out there to both of you. Thanks so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. Honestly, so many comments coming in tonight. Be sure to let us know where you are watching from. And yeah, we'll give you a shout out as well. We'll go through as many as we can. Peter's turning 50 this year.
Aw.
And he wants to go Blackpool for the Big Dipper's 100th birthday.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
lovely.
100 years of Big Dipper this year. And obviously they've taken off the big top piece at the moment, known as the onion. They've taken that down and they're doing some work. Oh, yeah, the onion, that's what it's called on top. They're doing some work on the onion, painting it up. Hopefully they're doing some painting of the ride.
Nice, keep it fresh.
Yeah, Big Dipper, 100 years. But yeah, have a great 50th. Dan, 5800. Will you visiting Lego and Paulton's next week? Not next week. We're going to be waiting for the main season. Obviously,
Yeah.
Paulton's is a long way to go. But yeah, we'll be waiting for the main season to kick in before heading to those parks. Because I still feel like the February events, what these parks do, you know, they need to offer more still, in my
really
opinion.
do, yeah.
It's, you know, it's like Paulton's, like, you know, it's fantastic that it's open, but it's still not everything, you know. Like, I'd rather just wait until everything's open, you know.
Instead of just doing a small bit.
Yeah, with these parks, yeah, especially with such a long way like that.
It is.
Yeah, definitely. Stacey, any advice for doing coasters with a fear of heights? Just go for it and look forwards, like on lift hills and
don't-
stuff. Don't like look to the side.
Just look forwards.
Yeah, always focus like looking up the lift hills, you know, because too many people kind of look down and peering off to the side.
Stay focused, looking forward.
Yeah, definitely. That's my advice for you, Stacey. Yeah, just go for it. Honestly, get on some of these rides. There's so much out there. Theme Parks for Life, wedding on the Postman Pat ride.
Oh.
That's it. There we go. That's what we'll do.
it.
That's where the wedding's going to be. Yeah. Postman Pat. I used to operate that thing. Postman Pat parcel post at Alton Towers. And I tell you what, that ride, like some of the stories I've got from operating that, like it was crazy. I remember one morning I was doing some checks on there and you have to walk round and literally a piece of the track like lifted up off the floor, you know, like it had all the tarmac underneath it, and like the bolts had come out and it like lifted up and there was a massive gap. I've got so many stories from my time at Alton Towers, but there you go, that's one of them when I used to operate that thing. Yeah, it was a brand new ride as well, you wouldn't think it. Bryn's asked chicken tenders or the big hot dog? Chicken
I'm
tenders.
going to say the big hot dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Think about POVs off to Paulton's Park tomorrow. Have a great time. Like, you'll really enjoy it.
Well,
John?
Alton Towers up there, Scarefest game this year. I hope so.
Oh, they best do. Scarefest last year was nothing short
So
of
stale.
a shambles, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, well, the mazes they've got are very good, but we've
But
had them for so
we've
many
had them
years.
for so long. We need just new stuff now. I think Scarefest needs a full overhaul.
If they were free, it wouldn't matter.
It
but
would,
when you're
yeah.
paying for them,
The same thing all the
paying for
time.
the same things. David's asked, will we go Westminster Safari Park this year? Yeah, we definitely will.
Oh, I
We didn't
love
go
the
last
safari
year, did
park.
we? Like, I can't believe we didn't go last year. We just
No,
never got round to it. We had a lot
didn't.
going on, but yeah. We definitely will. Joel's asked, did I ever have the chance to go to Metroland in Gateshead? Yeah, I really enjoyed that park. More indoor parks needed. And talking of indoor parks, we did a couple actually on our trip in Malaysia.
We did.
So check out those vlogs in the playlist. And like I say, there's hours upon hours of content from the trip we've just done. Loads of the vlogs are like an hour long, you know, so there's a lot of content. So if you haven't already, go back to the playlist, check it all out. We had an amazing time, of course, in Singapore, Australia and Malaysia. And there's still one more vlog to come, actually, over on the Sandbrook Adventures. We'd love to see you all over on that channel because we're actually getting really close to 100,000 subscribers on there
it's
as well,
exciting.
which is massive numbers. And we really appreciate your support so much. But yeah, we'd love to see you all over there. So if you haven't
Definitely.
already, please head over to the Sandbrook Adventures. We'd love to see you on that channel. Squirrels asked, what's my favourite sort of transport ride? Got to be a monorail.
I like a monorail.
Absolutely love a monorail. There we go. Loads of comments coming in. Philip loves roller coasters, but after a couple of rides, I feel sick. Any advice on how to get over that? I'd just love to lap them over and over, but can't. So that's the thing. Some people, I think Charlotte's a bit like
I'm
that.
like that. I tend to normally have to have like a little snack or something, or just something, and then I can just carry on.
Yeah, I think for me, you know, I can just, my body's
can
just
just
that
keep
used to it.
going.
I can just keep going and going. There's
It's
not
a case
much,
of
you
having
know.
a drink and a little snack, and then just carry on.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. But yeah, my best advice for you is have a little snack, have a bit of a chill out in between, and then go back on. You know.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's what I'd recommend, Philip. Definitely do go for that. Yeah, well, we're an hour into the live stream. God, that went so fast, didn't it?
It goes so fast.
Keep your questions coming in. Obviously, there's a lot going on at the moment in the industry. Blue Bolt has asked. Opinion on Club 236 that Thorpe Park are holding. Yeah, interesting.
It
Good
is.
to see they're doing, you know, some more marketing for this.
Which is good.
Thorpe have been very open with this, but I guess when you are building the tallest coaster in the UK, can't really hide it because, you know, this coaster is going to be massive. Like Stealth, look at the height of Stealth, 205
It's
foot.
gonna be huge.
Look at the big one at Pleasure Beach. You know, we're going to be watching this ride go up later this year, and it's going to be really exciting. It really is. So Thorpe can't really hide it. We've all seen the layout. We know what it's going to do. We know how many inversions it's got. There's not really any secrets, so they've been very open with the project, and I quite like that for a change. You know, after a lot of secrecy, we're gonna have the secrecy with Secret Weapon 9 here at Alton Towers,
it's gonna be so
because
hidden.
it's an indoor ride. Like, what have we really seen from the Duel makeover?
Nothing.
Not a
really.
lot, because it's indoors. It's going to be the same with SW9, you know, because it's all going to be really hidden away. ALB Photographic, bring back Professor Burke's Bubble Works.
Oh, what a classic.
What a classic. It needed an update, that, but don't get me wrong, Gruffalo wasn't a bad replacement. I do like Gruffalo. It is fantastic. Wee Day Out. My boyfriend is Charlotte's biggest fan. When you two get married, it'll destroy him. Looks like I got some competition going on just now. We're glad that you enjoy watching.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about. Having a good time, having a good laugh. You know, I am very lucky to call Charlotte my fiance this term.
Thank
You know,
you.
she said yes at Disneyland.
I did.
And we will get round to planning the wedding. Like, by this time next year, we will have some wedding plans, I'm sure. You know, we don't. But the thing is, there's no rush, is there?
No, there's not.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, there's no rush with this sort of stuff. When you know you're going to be with someone for all your life,
Then there's no rush.
there's no
to
rush,
it
is
now.
there? Yeah, that's what I say. And there you go. Thanks so much for all your comments coming
Thank
in.
you.
Wedding on Popeyes, which is good.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Reading whilst riding Icon. What about that?
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good wedding, wouldn't it? What about a non-theme park wedding? It might happen.
Yeah, I know.
We'll definitely have to live stream it though, because I know you'll all want to watch it. Albert, cheers from Los Angeles, long-term
Hello
viewer.
there.
Keep the content coming. Hi out there to
Thank you.
LA. We love it out there.
Me too.
Always nice coming out to California and doing the parks. You know, obviously we went last January. January is just a great time for us to do these big trips
It
because
definitely
you know
is.
it's a very not a lot happening, very boring time back in the UK January for theme parks. You know, so it's nice
There's
to.
not a lot going on.
No, it's just nice to go away at that time of year and make the most of it. Yeah, definitely. But no, thanks for your support. Magical Milkshakes, love the name. What's your favourite ride? Well, I've got to say, I absolutely love Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, and also as well, Rise the Resistance is an amazing
It's
attraction.
a great ride.
At both, of course, Walt Disney World and also Disneyland. Disney News, when are you going back to Orlando? Watch this space. There's new stuff opening this year. I'm sure we'll get out there later in the year. But if we're doing Florida this year, we want to do some different things, don't we, as well?
Definitely.
We want to do the usual stuff, but we want to freshen it up a little bit, you know. So
Definitely.
stay tuned for that. Jonathan, we'll be visiting Isla Magica or Terra Mythica. Yeah, like I'd like to. I've done Terra Mythica before, many years ago, but before I did the channel with my parents.
Nice to
However,
see it.
I've not done Isla Magica. I'd like to at some point in the future, so we'll see. A question for both of us: which coaster manufacturer is your favourite? I think overall, I'm going to have to go with Intamin.
I was going to say Intamin.
You know, because they've got some really power
There's
to them.
some really good coasters from Intamin that we've done, so I really like
Yeah,
it.
I think overall, as much as my top coasters are RMC, you know, and also I love Mack Rides, I think overall,
Intamin's really good.
Intamin is just a fantastic manufacturer. I really like Intamin. Eleanor, next USA road trip, watch this space. Keep your eyes peeled. Ben, wedding on X2.
That is just non-existent. I hate X2.
What?
It's
good
a
ride.
horrible ride. It's just
Love
so
X2.
intense.
It is ridiculous.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, I love X2. Yeah, so many comments. Oh, amazing. Any trips planned for Japan? Squishy's asked. I'd like to go back to Japan.
I'd like to see
We
it.
were debating it this year, but obviously now we know that the new area in Disney Sea is going to be opening next
I
year.
want to hold on.
Hold off. Like, that's the way I see it. You know, there's a lot going on as it is this year. Let's not kind of, you know, do things what are going to be opening more stuff next year. Let's wait
Wanna
for
hold
that.
off.
Focus on the new bits that are opening this year, and next year we'll get out some of these others.
Definitely.
Because as much as I'd love to go back to Japan ASAP, it's like let's hold off and wait until there's some new bits to see out there. Favourite drop tower? Oh, that's a good one. What about you, Charlotte? What's your favourite drop tower?
Oh, I love Falcon's Fury.
Oh,
But I've
Falcon's
just not
Fury.
done it for so long.
It's not open for ages, has
I
it?
know, I love Falcon's Fury. It's great.
Sophie Bailey's watching tonight. Hi, Sean and Charlotte. Me and my partner, massive fans of the channels. What rides would you start with at Disneyland Paris?
I'd say go straight to like Crush's Coaster because it
Yeah.
gets so busy.
100% Walt Disney Studios. Run.
Right.
Well, don't run to a Disney park, but
Walk
fast
fast
walk
to
to
Crush.
Crush's Coaster. Stuff like Tower of Terror, the new Avengers stuff, and also things like Ratatouille. You know, don't worry too much about that.
Crush gets so
Straight
busy.
there, Mara spinning coaster. In terms of in Disneyland Park, things are pretty high capacity.
They are.
I'd probably say you're best going straight to Fantasyland at the back.
Because that gets quite busy.
Yeah, hit out the little dark rides.
Like Dumbo and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. as
Dumbo,
well.
Peter Pan gets really busy ahead for
Peter
that.
Pan's a busy one.
Save the likes of Big Thunder Mountain, Hyperspace, save them till later on. You know, that's my best advice for you. But have an amazing time, Sophia.
Yeah,
you have a
have a
great
lovely
trip.
time.
Dan, do you think Icon Park will remove the drop tower? Yes, it is going to be getting removed from Icon Park. Obviously, it's really sad what happened
So
on there.
sad, it's
Obviously,
awful.
the drop tower only operated for a few months. I actually experienced the drop tower, as I'm sure many of you know, and it's really, really sad
It
what
was
happened
really
on there. It
sad.
should never have happened. But yeah, the ride is being removed, and obviously, yeah, I don't think we're going to see that drop tower appear anywhere else, not as far as we know anyway at the moment. How is Land of Legends? Loved that last year. That was one of my highlights of last year, actually. And that's the thing this year. We've got a lot of new parks again coming up. I really want to tick off quite a lot of Europe parks, what I've not done yet this year. So we'll be definitely doing some car trips this year, some road trips. Why did I say car trips? Some road trips this year. Some car trips in Europe this year. We need to get back on Ride to Happiness as well.
Oh, what a great
I remember saying when that opened, we'll be back like within months to ride it, and we
It's
just never
such a
did
good ride.
because we had that much going on. But yeah, we will get out to Ride to Happiness again. Yeah, definitely. Chris, love the big trip. So glad to see you visit Bajaya. Supersonic Odyssey was a coaster I've been amazed by since
great
Colossus
ride.
was built. It was
was.
pretty smooth. It was the great thing about his indoor rides.
Rode quite well.
They age really well, don't they?
Yeah,
which is
that's the
nice.
thing.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that park, big indoor park, and obviously we did Skytropolis as well in Malaysia
Oh, I loved
as
that.
part of Resorts World Genting. So check out those vlogs. And also, I mean, Genting were amazing. Their hospitality was really good up there. They really looked after us, took us round to get POVs. And obviously in the vlog from Genting Sky World, I only put some little clips in from the dark ride. That's because we filmed full 4K POVs of them rides, like the Ice Age dark ride that we did. We got the coaster POVs, Planet of the Apes, Night of the Museum. Yeah, all those will be coming. You know, as you know, we kind of put in the POVs every so often. So yeah, stay tuned for those that will be coming up as well, because there's some great stuff. Sam Robinson, are you doing Alton Towers on the 18th of March? My son hits 1.4, wants to do a ride with you. Well, we're probably going to be there on that day, if, of course, that's the day when we see Alton Manor open up. You
exactly.
know, if it's going head-to-head with Valhalla, we'll see what happens, but we'll probably be there. Obviously, it's a really busy day for us, but if you do see us at the parks, come over and say hello. You can always have a photo as well. Beat the Fox. Are you having your wedding on Octonauts? This is like the ongoing joke now, isn't it? People suggesting where we're going to have our wedding. Octonauts, that's another one they used to operate. That's a good built ride, that one.
Yeah,
not like Postman Pat.
I like Octonauts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Octonauts. Yeah, fantastic. Squirrel, favourite zoo? Hey, Arshar, that's one for you.
It's got to be the Australia Zoo. It was so good.
Yeah, check out that vlog.
Loved that. Really
over on the Sandbrook Adventures if you haven't already. And we've got one more vlog to come on there. Brandon and Loris watching tonight.
Hello.
Ultimate Removal is very sad.
It is sad.
Yeah, it was really sad. Yeah, really shame to see that go. But, you know, it is what it is, isn't
Exactly.
it? It is what it is. We can't do anything about
Greg's.
it. Greg's! No, that's
That'd
good.
be a good one.
Yeah, it would. Like sausage rolls for
Greg's.
everyone. There
Yeah,
you go.
that'd be
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll have another kind of... Keep your questions coming in. We'll have another 5-10 minutes or so of the live stream tonight on your Friday evening before I go and do some more painting, I think, tonight. I've got a little bit of painting left to do. And it's one of them, you know, when you're doing a job and you get there and you think, oh, you know, I want to finish it off today. You know, I'm at that point with it. So I thought, well, I'll come and do the live stream and I'm literally going to finish doing this last bit of painting. It will be worth it. And next week, you're going to see the start of the museum coming together now. Obviously, over on the Sandbrook Adventures, you could see me and my dad building the actual log cabin, the shed last year. We're kitting it out, putting the things in, like shelving units and all that kind of stuff, and then actually putting the merch in. It's going to be displayed beautifully in there. It's going to make a great studio as well. So it means we'll have this studio here, like the office, but also our main studio, which is going to be in there as well, which is going to be really exciting. We'll have another 5-10 minutes or so with you all tonight. Dan, D and NF, what's it like to work at a theme park? It's great fun working at a theme park. However, it's long hours, it's long days. However, you meet some lovely people. I would definitely recommend going to work at a park. But, you know, when you've done it for a few years, in a way, the shine goes away from it. Personally, I enjoy visiting Alton Towers a lot more now than when I used to work there.
Yeah.
You know, and thing is, there was a lot of decisions being made. My reason for leaving, it's actually 5 years since I left. My reason for leaving was there was a lot of decisions being made at the time that I didn't necessarily agree with. And when you are a theme park enthusiast like myself, when you work at a theme park
and the decisions
are being made that you don't agree with, it's really hard.
I can imagine.
You know, because you're having to kind of bite your teeth. And when I was on the entrance, especially, I'm there at the front of the park. Decisions are being made in that park that I don't agree with. Yet I'm there on the entrance representing that park. It was very hard, you know, very hard at times. So no, I can't say I miss working there, but I definitely would recommend it. Working at Alton Towers or any theme park, if you want to get some experience and meet some lovely people as well. into the break room. What do you want to see inside the SW9 project? A really well-themed show coaster.
Yeah.
Something a bit like the Mummy at Universal. That's what I want to see.
Not just something that's got like hardly any theming. We need some nice theming in there.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of see stop-start with this as well. Show scenes, slow down. Lots going on, then drop down some of the scenes.
Definitely.
It's a big building. Everybody thought originally, oh, it's going to be a flying theatre. Not at all. Like, this is a massive building we're looking at here.
Huge.
We're not looking at something like Flight of the Skyline. This is a big ride. Our sources are suggesting that this is Secret Weapon 9. I have no reason to believe that this won't be. Like, this is Secret Weapon 9 here. And this is big. Like, and this is going to be opening 2025. Construction will be underway probably later this year on this. Subject to planning permission, which we think is going to be getting approved. But of course, I'll keep you updated on that. Sam Robinson, how have you thought about doing the UK staying on the Disney cruise this year out of Southampton? I'd like to do a Disney cruise. Obviously, they cost a fortune.
They are very expensive.
I would love to do a Disney cruise at some point, but also I'd be interested in doing just a cruise in general. I'd like to do the one that's got the coaster on it. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Like the Carnival cruise, the Mardi Gras, I think it's called, and that's got a powered coaster
how cool
on
is
top.
that?
I'd like to do that one, to be honest, at some point. So maybe we'll get round to doing that. Imagination Unicorn, Wedding on the Grand National.
Oh, no.
It's funny, isn't it? Sophie, would you do a collab with any other roller coaster YouTubers? Obviously, we've appeared in a few other vlogs and things in the past. It's one of them things that, in passing, we're always happy to appear in people's videos and that sort of thing, But, it's one of them things. It's always nice to see what people are doing, and people are doing their own things as well, putting their own spin on it, which is fantastic. But there we go. I'll have another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap up tonight's live stream here on Theme Park Worldwide on Friday the 10th of February 2023. A month and a half now into the year, and a month and a half to go until the main theme park season is going to be kicking in, which we're very excited for as well. A big shout out to Berkey, who's watching tonight. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. I always try. Ellen has asked, what do you think about Shockwave becoming a sit-down? Well, there's no confirmation of that happening yet. There's only rumours and speculation. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Exactly,
Obviously, Drayton Manor, making a lot of change at the moment. So we'll see what happens with that one as well. There we go. Any more questions you've got for tonight? Keep them coming in. Speedsaw 97, what theme would you guys like to see for Project Exodus? What track colours and what name? I would go for the name Exodus. I think it's become really iconic. I'd just call it Exodus. I think it would be a great name. In fact, I'd be a little bit disappointed if it wasn't called Exodus now after all this. I know that's only the project name, but I really like the name Exodus. In terms of the theme for it, we've seen nothing relating to theming on them plans. So either there's going to be another planning application with theming elements, or is it going to have more of a standard theme with it just being, with it being such a big ride and the tallest in the UK, is it just going to be kind of like branded as Exodus, the tallest coaster in the UK, and have just like a modern, kind of a bit like Sick at Flamingo Land, that kind of style, not really a deep theme. Yeah, could it be that? We know it's got a water splash. In terms of the track colours, I'm pretty certain it's going to be like a white track high up, because they said in the application that it needs to blend in with the sky. So I think it's probably going to follow a similar colour scheme to Stealth. Probably white track, maybe a different colour lower down, maybe a blue. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it's going to be white track with the high ups, because they did say in the application it's going to blend in. Which, yeah, it would have been nice to have seen it a different colour, especially with Stealth being so tall and also that being white. However, I'm just grateful to see it getting built. But here we go. Keep your last questions coming in tonight. There we go. What questions have we got coming in from you all? There we are. When at McDonald's. What about that?
Oh, quite like McDonald's, to be honest.
When at McDonald's. Thoughts on Wildcat Revenge at Hershey Park? Skydoes Roblox. Well, to be honest, it looks pretty good. Again, it's another RMC. However, I'm going to be the person to say it with these RMCs. Exciting, but are RMCs starting to get a bit too samey? Because I'm watching some of these POVs and thinking, that looks similar to that, and that looks similar to that. But, personally, have RMC had their best days yet, or are we going to see RMC develop something new? I don't know, but that's quite, I think it's quite interesting. We'll see what happens, but quite controversial that, because obviously RMC is a manufacturer that so many people talk about and praise, and I do love RMC. I love Steel Vengeance. It's my number one, but are we starting to see a lot of their coasters become very samey now? That's the thing. I spoke a little bit about this earlier, but Nathan's asked thoughts on Gotham City Escape
so
at
good.
Park Warner Madrid. Yeah, the new Intamin, that looks fantastic. Really, really excited for that one as well. Kenzie, my girlfriend says hi. Hello there to you. Joshua, do you think the new dueling coaster at Legoland Windsor will be good? I think it will be, yeah. It looks like it's going to be built by Zero actually as well. So yeah, that looks fantastic. Again, it's a coaster for Legoland and it's got 2 tracks, 2 trains, which means the queue is going to be low.
Which is good.
I say low, it'll move, it'll move faster. You know what I mean? That's what that part needs. It needs more stuff like that. In my opinion, everything that gets built at Legoland just needs to be high capacity. Like, they really need it. There we go. I like this one. When are you coming to the Brick Box? Watch this space. Watch this space. We will have to, but I'm sure we'll run into you at Alton Towers again soon. It's always good to see you. There we go. Anyway, but I think we'll wrap it up. We could keep going all night with these questions. We really could. But I've got some more painting to get on with tonight, and obviously you are going to see the progress that I've made. Obviously, there's been quite a gap between videos now since we were building the shed over on the Sandbrook Adventures and this update that I'm going to bring you all. But I thought it's not really much fun just filming me painting the shed, is it?
No,
Really?
it's not more like putting the stuff in.
Putting the stuff in. Obviously, you're going to be building some shelving and all that kind of stuff. I'll reveal to you now, I'm going to be building a Wicker Man themed fireplace, which is going to be cool. Nice. It's going to be custom made and it's going to be built using some parts from Wicker Man that I've got and collected over the years, and it's going to be a proper fireplace in there with like a built-in TV and everything, really nice. And that's going to be like all Wicker Man themed. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up, which is really exciting. But thank you so much for watching and joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. For anybody who sent us super chats tonight as well, thank you so much for your support. Honestly, it all helps us fund these trips to bring you even more content here on the channel. That's what it's all about. Obviously, a lot of time goes into buying equipment and cameras and computers and all that kind of stuff, editing software. So honestly, we really do appreciate it. It's really kind of you all. So thank you so much to everyone who has sent those in tonight. But yeah, lots of exciting things going on in the industry. In terms of what I'm excited for the most right now, I think it's got to be the Curse at Alton Manor.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Because it's our local park, I'm passionate about dark rides. And then I think throughout the year, I'm going to be getting very excited for Exodus. You know, when we start seeing that go up.
It's going to look great.
And obviously World of Jumanji I'm looking forward to as well. Like I say, it's now going to be opening in late spring, whenever that could be, possibly May now for that one. But I'd rather the get them right, get it right. Yeah, definitely. But thank you so much for joining us tonight, everyone. Of course, we'd love you all to give us a big thumbs up on this video. It really does help us out here on the channel as well. So give us a big thumbs up. Have an absolutely amazing Friday evening, everyone, whatever you're getting up to. I'm just about to go and finish off doing some painting. But thank you so much. Oh, here's a good one from Leah. Will you do any more quizzes? Yeah, we'll do some quizzes.
Oh, yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll do a live quiz. Thing is, when we're set up in the new studio as well, we're going to have this amazing space for filming loads of videos. And we've got a lot more sit-down videos coming up this week on the channel, talking about some of the big news that's been happening in the industry. And so much more as well. I hate leaving you all in these live streams because, you know, so many questions just keep coming in. But we really do appreciate all of your support. We honestly really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us on Theme Park Worldwide. Check out our big trip playlist if you haven't already seen it. And stay tuned for new videos every day as we prepare for the 2023 theme park season.
I cannot wait for it to start.
Yeah, we cannot wait for it. It's going to be absolutely epic. But we'll see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have an absolutely amazing evening. Don't forget, everyone, as well, to keep on riding when the season kicks in, of course. But if you are going to any of the parks over February half term for any of the limited openings, have a fantastic time. Enjoy yourself. And, of course, stick with us here at Theme Park Worldwide for lots of exciting content coming in the future. There we go. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us on Theme Park Worldwide. And enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. See you all soon, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.